Hello everyone, myself Pritesh Raut. I am a lecturer in Mechanical Department of KK Polytechnic Nashik, and today we are going to discuss about the working of automatic expansion valve. As everyone familiar with the expansion devices which are used in a refrigeration unit, capillary tubes, hand operated expansion valve, automatic expansion valve, thermostatic expansion valve. These are the types of the expansion devices which are used in a refrigeration system. So out of that, capillary tube, it is one of the expansion device which is mostly used in a small capacity refrigeration unit such as water cooler, refrigerator, air conditioner, freezers, etc. So as we know, this expansion device is used in the refrigeration system for reducing the high pressure liquid refrigerant to the low pressure liquid refrigerant, and also to control the flow of the refrigerant according to the load on the evaporator. So this is the function of expansion device. So now we will talk about the working of automatic expansion valve here. So this automatic expansion valve is also called as a constant pressure expansion valve, and this automatic expansion valve consists of the valve and valve seat, means the valve arrangement, then the diaphragm on which spring pressure and evaporator pressure is exerted. On other side, the spring is adjusted by the adjusting screw, or the tension of that spring is maintained by the adjusting screw. And here we have to maintain the evaporator pressure by providing the control amount of refrigerant to the evaporator. So when the load conditions are changed, when the load on the evaporator going to be changed, so either the pressure will be exerted from the design pressure, or maybe it is fall below the design pressure. So in that conditions, in that changing condition, we have to maintain the constant pressure of that evaporator. Then now see how we can maintain the constant pressure of that evaporator. So when the compressor is start, or when the compressor is running, that valve maintains an evaporator pressure in equilibrium with the spring pressure. So in this way we set the design pressure or the required pressure of that evaporator pressure that we have to be maintained here by adjusting the screw. So when the pressure inside the evaporator is falls down, the diaphragm moves down to open the valve. So as soon as the evaporator pressure is falls down, the spring pressure is exerted, or the spring pressure is increases than that of evaporator pressure, and it exerted the force or the pressure on that diaphragm. So because of that, the valve get moved downward, and because of that, the it will creates more passage for the entry of the refrigerant. So maximum amount of refrigerant is allowed to flow into the evaporator. So thereby the pressure of that evaporator is maintained when the evaporator pressure is falls down the design level. So in this way the valve is open, maximum amount of refrigerant is taken inside the evaporator to maintain the constant pressure of that evaporator. So this is the first condition, when the pressure inside the evaporator is fall down, and we maintain the pressure of that evaporator by supplying the maximum amount of refrigerant to the evaporator. So in another condition, when the pressure inside the refrigerant is gets increased than that of the design pressure, means it increased than that of the design pressure, in that condition evaporator pressure is maximum, and it's exerted a force on that diaphragm. Because of that, that movement of the valve is, or that valve will move upward near to the valve seat, and because of that very less passage is provided, or it is allowed, or yes, so very small passage is provided. So because of that, less amount of refrigerant will allow to enter into the evaporator, and so thereby the pressure inside the evaporator, it is maintained constant by providing a less amount of the, or by controlling the flow of refrigerant. By providing less amount of refrigerant to the evaporator, we can maintain again the constant pressure of that evaporator. So in this way, in both the conditions, when the pressure is increases beyond the design pressure, and when the pressure is reduces from that design pressure, in both the conditions, we maintain the constant pressure of evaporator by regulating the flow of, or by controlling the flow of refrigerant according to the load on that evaporator. So when compressor is stopped, the liquid refrigerant continue to flow into the evaporator, and it increase the pressure in the evaporator. So this increase in evaporator pressure causes diaphragm to move upward, and valve is closed, and it remains closed until the compressor start again and reduces the pressure in the evaporator. So in this way, the pressure inside the evaporator is maintained at a constant level, and it totally depends on the flow of the refrigerant that we are providing to the evaporator. So I hope you all are understanding the working of automatic expansion valve, and thank you for watching this video.